Hello and welcome back to Singapore. In this video I'm going to be breaking down 1 day's worth of spending on this island city-state, well known for being the most expensive city in the world to live in, but as a traveller for a few days, just how expensive is it? So first of all, I'm going to convert my currency into Singapore dollars to give you an idea how much things are worth. Because I'm British, I'm going to convert using the pound. If you're from a different country, you can get a rough idea how much American dollars may be, or euros, or whatever it is from this. So 1 British pound is equal to 174 Singaporean dollars. 5 pounds is 8.73 Singapore dollars. 10 pounds, 17.47. 20, 34.94. 50 pounds will get you 87.36 Singapore dollars. And 100 pounds is 174.73 Singapore dollars. So before I move on, I just want to show you my accommodation, Little Red Dot Hostel, which is just 16 Singapore dollars. Considering that Singapore is an expensive place to stay for travelers in hotels, etc., it's actually a very, very good price. If you watched my previous videos, you would have seen that I stayed in a different place, which was the Cube Boutique capsule. That was super nice, but I got that in return for some exposure. And actually the cost of that is 79 Singapore dollars for 1 night for a single capsule bed. For breakfast I had a kway teow goreng, relatively inexpensive if you eat it at a local place. And for my lunch I went to a vegetarian place called Yuan Bistro, and I had a soya vegetarian chicken curry cutlet with brown rice and honey lemon tea. I'm going to show you the menu just now to give you an idea of how much you can get in a vegetarian restaurant in Singapore. Laksa, $4.50. Sesame ginger mee sua, 6. Congee in a stone pot, $5.50 and $7.50. Stone pot rice, $6.50 to $7 and $8. A rice set meal, $5.50 to 6 Singaporean dollars. For soup noodles, it's 6 Singapore dollars. These ones here, $6.80 for tom yam and miso, ramen. Stir fry, 5 to 6 Singaporean dollars. Pizza, they do Western food, a lot more expensive. And they also have burgers, all vegetarian, of course. Some snacks for 4 or 5 Singapore dollars. Curries, 9 and 12. Some omelettes, 6. Soup, depending on size, is 6 or 9. And how about drinks? For a homemade drink, it's $1.50, or you can get rose tea up to $2.50. More hot drinks, similar prices. $4.50 for the chia seed one, a bit more expensive. Singapore is amazing for vegetarian and vegan food. There are restaurants that specialize in it everywhere. I think it might be the best in Asia, certainly one of the best in the world too. If you look at an app called Happy Cow, you can find lots and lots of places within just kilometers of where you're staying by searching and browsing the app, and it'll tell you the reviews and what's there and what type of food it is, etc. And I use it a lot when I travel. Certainly for Singapore, it's a great option if you're vegan or vegetarian. So right now I'm about to head on to the Singapore MRT. One of the best, if not the best, I've seen anywhere in the world based on my experience so far. I can't wait to just show you how convenient, cheap and easy it is. I'm going to be adding up the total of all my journeys today. So using an MRT card, which you can get for just 7 Singapore dollars, you can enter. As you can see, I've got 9 on there at the moment. I'm going to Bencoolen. I want this one. You can see how well organized and signposted it is. Come to the exit, 8.23. So for that one journey, just 0.77 Singapore dollars. Signage telling you exactly where everything is. National Museum of Singapore. just across the road here. Some other maps with MRT across the whole city and other bus services. So after my sightseeing tour video yesterday, I have been to a lot of places, but I haven't been to any museums yet. I've heard this one, the National, is very good. So I'm gonna go inside, add the cost of it to my day's worth of expenses and check it out. Entrance into the National Museum of Singapore is $10 for a student ticket. If you're a normal adult, then it costs 15 Singapore dollars. So I finished at the National Museum, which was really impressive, by the way. If you have the time, certainly check it out. You'll learn a lot about the history of Singapore. And I hopped on the metro, another 0.80 Singapore dollars to reach Orchard Road, which is the busiest shopping road in Singapore, I believe. So I'm hoping to just stroll around, take a look, absorb the environment, and if I get the chance, show you a few prices of some different things. And if I can find a supermarket as well, show you the typical costs in one of those. So right in the center of one of Orchard Road's main shopping centers, there's a 7-Eleven. I'm going to pop in and show you some of the prices, see if they differ much from the rest of Southeast Asia. The 7-Eleven is very small, so I might not be able to show you many things. I'll just cover what I can. Bottles of water, Aqua $2.30, Evian 3, for a big one, $3.30. Soft drinks, a can of Coke, 120 Singapore dollars. Energy drinks, $3.40 for Red Bull. All the range here of coffees and other bottles, between 2 and 3 Singapore dollars. How about alcohol? For one can of Heineken, you can see here $7. The rest just over $7 too. 2 Tigers, it's $11.30 as well. Bottles of wine in the 7-Eleven, 22 here, 33, 28, 39, 28. Fancy picking up some food ultra quickly. Sandwiches, $3.20 here, $3.50. Those standard 7-Eleven ready meals, $4.20, $3.90, $4.20, $2.50 for a Mars bar. Snickers also $2.50. Kinder Bueno, $3.15. Kit Kat Chunky, $2.70. I'm guessing this place would be expensive, but it looks interesting. Swiss sandwiches, as you can see here. Pretty much 9 Singapore dollars for one. Some of the pastries, 2 and 3 Singapore dollars for most of them. Shopping centres are just continuous, they don't end. There's always another one on each side of the road. Now inside one of the malls you can see the prices of different soups here. Just 5 Singapore dollars, 5.86 for these. Curry rice and laksa and a few others, 6. So another metro journey, and I've left Orchard Road and I'm now back in the area with my hostel, and I'm looking for some dinner. I'm going to show you some of the prices of lots of different food. I found a food centre just nearby, so let's have a little venture. All this food here, 1 veg, 1 meat, $2.60, $3.40, $4.20, depending on how much you want. Some dishes here, chicken rice, $3, all the way up to $7.50, and noodles, a lot of Chinese looking food, braised pig trotter set, porridge, 350. How about drinks? You can see here at the top, watermelon juice, 250, papaya juice, 250, up to $3 for tomato juice and celery juice. How about just some fruit on its own? You have coconut for $3, melon for $1, $1.50 for kiwi, 1 for pineapple, watermelon $1. Yeah, lots of fruit, even dragon fruit as well. Desserts here too, all $2.50 and $2.70 for a couple of them. So I literally walked on to the next junction and there's another small food centre here, and I finally found something much more appropriate. Fried rice with broccoli and tofu and also curry vegetable. So perfect, 6 Singapore dollars. So now I finished my dinner, I can add up all my costs for today and come up with a daily total. So starting from the top, 16 Singapore dollars for my hostel for one night, Little Red Dot. Then $2.50 for my breakfast, kway teow goreng. At Yuan Vegetarian Bistro, I had the curry soya chicken with brown rice, which was $6, with the honey lemon tea, $3. My metro journeys came from 0.77, 0.8 and $1.33. Small bottle of water for $1. Museum entrance, $10, and my dinner came to $6. So in total that comes to $47.40 for the whole day's worth of expenses. I think that's pretty good considering everyone always says Singapore is expensive. Like I said in this video, you can actually travel in Singapore on a budget. Just come here for a few days and you can explore it. You know, in 3-4 days, it's not going to break your bank if you do all the things that I did in this video. Eat in local places, use the metro, stay in a cheap hostel, and you can really do all the things for free like I did in my sightseeing tour video in the last one. Okay, so I'm heading to a new country. Stay tuned to find out where it's going to be after this. This is my last day in Singapore, so I'll see you on the next one. Peace.